Imagine this. You wake up, eyes still heavy with sleep, and before your feet even touch the floor, your hand reaches for the phone beside your bed. A quick glance. Maybe 200 times today you'll do this, or more. Notifications ping like tiny bells, each one promising something urgent, something exciting, something that might make you feel seen or left behind. The dopamine hits come fast. A like here, a story there, a comparison that stings without you even realizing it. By the end of the day, peace feels distant, almost forgotten. Your mind races, scattered across feeds and messages, while the quiet inner space you once knew slowly shrinks. This is the quiet erosion many of us experience. The smartphone, a tool meant to connect us, has become something closer to a tyrant over our attention and emotions. The brain's reward system lights up with every swipe, training us to crave more, leaving less room for calm reflection or genuine presence. Yet consider Marcus Aurelius, an emperor who ruled the vast Roman Empire during times of endless wars, devastating plagues, and constant betrayal at court. He faced pressures that make our modern stresses seem small, and still, he maintained an unshakable tranquility. He wrote his private thoughts, now known as the Meditations, not for posterity, but for himself, in military camps by dim lamplight, reminding himself to stay centered amid chaos. What if Marcus had held a smartphone in his hand? What if the same mind that preserved inner peace through imperial storms could navigate our digital age without losing its balance? That question isn't fantasy. It's an invitation to apply ancient wisdom to a very modern problem, because the principles that guided him can guide us too. Marcus Aurelius was no distant philosopher king writing treatises for acclaim. He was a man in the midst of life, burdened with immense responsibility, yet committed to living according to reason and virtue. Late at night, after the day's demands, he would sit and record his reflections, simple, honest reminders to himself about what truly matters. He spoke of building an inner citadel, a fortress of the mind immune to external turmoil. He emphasized it's not events themselves that disturb us, but our judgments about them. He urged living in accordance with nature, rational, social, and accepting of what comes. These ideas feel even more relevant now, in an era of infinite distraction, where once emperors contended with armies and senators, we contend with algorithms designed to capture our gaze. But the core truth remains unchanged. External things, including glowing screens, hold no power over our peace unless we grant it. To reclaim that power, we can draw on the same Stoic framework Marcus relied upon. He practiced the dichotomy of control, distinguishing what is truly up to us, our choices, our judgments, our responses, from what is not, other people's actions, unpredictable events, the designs of fate. He cultivated the four cardinal virtues: wisdom to see clearly, courage to act rightly, justice toward others, and temperance to moderate desires. He embraced amor fati, loving whatever fate brings. He kept memento mori close, remembering death to value time. And every evening, he reflected on his day, examining where he fell short and how to improve.
These are not abstract ideals. Marcus lived them amid real pressure, and they translate remarkably well to our pocket-sized distractions. In the lessons ahead, we'll explore 6 practical ways to apply this blueprint to smartphone use, not as rigid rules, but as a repeatable system for mastery. By the end, you'll have more than inspiration. You'll have a philosophy that turns technology from a source of agitation into a neutral tool, even an opportunity for growth. Let's begin with the foundation, the dichotomy of control. Marcus wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This single insight separates those overwhelmed by their devices from those who use them deliberately. Most of us make a common mistake. We blame the phone itself for our anxiety. The endless notifications, the algorithm pushing content that upsets us, the posts from others that spark envy. We treat these as the cause, but the truth is subtler. The phone is external. It's not up to us. What is up to us is whether we pick it up first thing in the morning, how long we linger on a feed, and how we interpret what we see. Picture a typical morning. You open your eyes, reach over, unlock the screen, and dive into messages or social media before your mind has even settled. Within minutes, you're carrying the weight of unread emails, trending controversies, or someone else's highlight reel. The day begins in reaction, not intention. Marcus would approach this differently. He would remind himself that only his own choices and opinions are within his control. So the practical shift is simple yet powerful. Establish a morning boundary. Leave the phone in another room overnight, or at least across the bedroom. When you do reach for it later, pause and label each interaction. Is this up to me? My decision to check now? Yes. The incoming notification? No. Other people's posts? No. This small act of distinction reclaims agency. Over time, it weakens the automatic pull and strengthens your inner calm. But there's something deeper at work here. Even when we control our actions, our attention drifts. We live half in the moment, half waiting for the next ping. Marcus understood that true life unfolds only in the present. Confine yourself to the present, he advised. The past is gone, the future uncertain. Only now is ours. Think of sitting at dinner with family or friends, yet your mind is elsewhere, scrolling mentally for the next update or already anticipating a reply. Or working on something important, yet every few minutes your hand drifts to the screen, fragmenting focus. Or present in body, absent in spirit. The mindset shift Marcus offers is to make every phone interaction a deliberate check for presence. Before you unlock it, ask quietly, am I here right now? Is this single task worthy of my attention in this moment? Use the device for one clear purpose. Send the message, read the article, then put it down. No mindless switching between apps. This practice reclaims attention, the one resource even an emperor could not purchase more of. It turns scattered hours into focused ones. And when temptation arises, when a feed pulls you in with promises of connection or entertainment, another Stoic principle steps forward, amor fati, love of fate. Marcus wrote, accept the things to which fate binds you and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart.
We often resent our devices. We curse the algorithm for showing us envy-inducing posts, hate the notifications that interrupt, or wish smartphones had never existed. But resentment only fuels the cycle. It keeps us emotionally entangled. Instead, treat the smartphone as part of your fate, exactly what it is in this era. When a curated feed triggers inadequacy, see it not as an attack, but as a deliberate opportunity from the universe to practice virtue right now, to respond with temperance instead of envy, with wisdom instead of comparison. Every ping becomes a chance to love what is, rather than fight it. Acceptance dissolves the emotional charge that makes addiction so sticky. This acceptance gains urgency when we remember our mortality. Memento mori, remember you must die. Marcus reflected nightly, you may leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Time is the only non-renewable resource, yet we treat hours on the screen as infinite. 2 hours vanish into videos or endless scrolling, and we wonder where the evening went. It feels inconsequential until we realize each moment is irretrievable. The shift is stark. Before opening any app, ask yourself, if this were my last hour, would I spend it here? Let the honest answer guide you. Suddenly, mindless habits feel viscerally wasteful. You begin choosing presence over distraction, depth over superficiality. This choice naturally leads to virtue, the heart of Stoicism. Marcus insisted virtue is the only true good. Likes, followers, status are indifference. Yet in our digital world, we chase validation, crafting the perfect post, spiraling after criticism, measuring worth by engagement. Before any interaction, posting, commenting, consuming, pause and ask, does this serve wisdom, courage, justice, or temperance? If it builds character or helps others, proceed. If it merely feeds ego, step back. This turns the phone from a stage for performance into a quiet arena for self-improvement.
Finally, seal the day with reflection, just as Marcus did. His meditations exist because of nightly self-examination. Instead of scrolling until exhaustion, leaving mental noise unresolved, use your phone's notes as a modern journal. Each evening, ask 3 questions. What did I control today? Where did I fail to act with virtue? How will I do better tomorrow? Write briefly, honestly. This turns the device that scattered your mind into a tool for ordering it. These 6 practices form a complete loop. Start the day with the boundary of control, move through hours anchored in the present, meet temptations with amor fati, let memento mori sharpen your choices, guide every interaction by virtue, close with reflection. A day lived this way feels different, calmer, more intentional. Imagine such a day as Marcus might have lived it today. He rises without rush, leaves the phone aside, greets the morning with clarity. When he does use it for necessary communication or learning, he stays present, accepts what comes without resentment, remembers life's brevity, acts with virtue, and ends reflecting quietly. The same mind that ruled an empire masters a smartphone. Technology changes, human nature does not. The glowing rectangle in our pocket is merely today's war tent. Marcus wrote his wisdom amid far greater storms, proving the inner citadel can stand anywhere. That strength is available to you too, not through willpower alone, but through steady practice. So begin today. Choose just one lesson, perhaps the morning boundary or the presence check, and test it for the next 24 hours. Notice what shifts. Share in the comments which one you're starting with and any small win you discover. Save this video as a reminder for when distraction creeps back. And if these ideas resonate, subscribe for more explorations of Stoic wisdom applied to modern life. As Marcus himself said,
"Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one."